Good evening and welcome back to The Return of the Nine. My name is Lawrence and I am playing Orion, a human pugilist who specializes in the sweet science. Also joining us tonight is Carolyn.
Hi, I'm playing Regali, the human glamour bard.
And also with us tonight is Hobie.
Hello, I'll be playing Frederick, the half-elf hexblade warlock.
And as always with us tonight is Tom.
Oh, Thomas playing Ember, the full-blooded fire druid.
And our dungeon
We cuss
master.
now, can we start over again?
No, we only get one shot at the intro. And of course, our dungeon master, as always, is Dennis. For those of you who are following along, I believe we are up to session 18, and our party is in the midst of a dungeon that seems, at the very least, to be dedicated to Bane. We have taken care of some flabby-skinned, overweight elves who, well, they weren't elves, but they were overweight and they hadn't been to Planet Fitness for a while. We took care of them, and we are crawling up a steep incline. And for those of you keeping track, Ember was the latest member of the party last session to have to start rolling death saving throws, leaving Regali as the only member who has not yet. And with
Does
that,
it have anything to do with the fact that she was the only one who didn't jump off the cliff?
well, you generally no, it has nothing to do with that. More of Regali seems to have more self-preservation skills than we do when it comes to combat. So I'm going to go to the front lines.
Hence the not jumping off the cliff.
Yeah, well. So with that, I'll turn it back over to Dennis, and we'll see what kind of horrors and shenanigans he has in store for us.
All right. So I don't know how much YouTube you guys watch. Strong language warning. Joe Cat came out with a craft guide to D&D for Dungeon Masters.
Ooh.
Yes.
I have watched that.
It's 22 minutes long, and it's true. Every word of it. So just throwing it.
I will have to watch that.
I have
And
not.
also, Nerd Immersion did magic tattoos out of Tasha's Cauldron. So I now fully understand them, and I'm with them. I like them. So if you want to add that to your repertoire of your characters, feel free. Okay?
I'll have to look at tattoos.
Look it up.
It's not so much that this cavern is like scaling a mountain. That's how steep it is. So we're going to need skill checks unless somebody has a climber's kit.
Nobody does.
We all bought ropes again, but we did not think to get the climber's kit.
Now, due to the size of this cavern, the fat, flabby elves who are blind and not appropriately dressed in many instances
Still weirdly good at throwing.
bang their heads on the ceiling quite often, as does Ember. However, Ember has the added ability of being able to put a hand on each wall and make her way up. The rest of you do not have that luxury, and it is rather slippery. It's quite gross in here, very humid. So how would your marching order like to be? And are you deploying ropes of any kind, or what's your deal?
Are the floors rock? Is it just like
They
rock
are,
or
yes.
Like flat? Okay.
Yes, everything's rock.
Oh boy.
It's more like
Perhaps Ember should be last so that she can catch anyone who starts slipping down.
I think Frederick has the best visibility since we won't be able to hold up lanterns while climbing.
Correct. why don't we go Frederick, Regali, Orion, and Ember? That way, if Frederick or Regali slip, I can try to pull them off with stop them with the rope, and then Ember's the last resort if I can't do it.
And
Ild is still around. We can use him as light.
where would you like Ild?
He can float out in front
In front?
so that we can see where we're going.
Okay. Are you ready for the big share?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I guess we'll all attach ourselves with some rope and hope for the best.
You are roped up.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. You're looking top down, so the cavern does turn to the left and then slightly to the right again as you come around the bend. And let's do skill check for Frederick first, see if he can take out everybody behind him.
Ready?
So this is going to be athletics.
Ooh, all right. I'm sure that's quite all right. Can I help myself out by pulling out a couple of the light crossbow bolts that I just recently acquired and trying to find places use them as climbing spikes in a way? Because I can see in here better than everybody else, so maybe I could see little notches or
All right.
how they're
So-
just carved out.
Having actually climbed glaciers myself,
Oh, humble brag there.
I'm going to say no, that will not work because
All
the
right.
crossbow bolts, if you lost purchase, would just simply snap in your hand.
True. Alrighty. Ooh. Natural 18 for a total of 18.
Nice. Regali, let's see if you can take out two people behind you.
That's 6.
All right. Strength roll, quick, from Frederick.
Frederick. Roll a 16.
Oh, you felt the tug of the rope behind you and immediately grasped it, put a hand on a wall and a leg on the other wall, and you saved Regali from tumbling into Orion. She gets back up.
Thanks, Frederick.
She's
Yeah,
got
no
goo on her knees, her elbows, her hands, a little bit in her
Ew.
hair.
Oh, are the kitties okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Thanks,
Orion.
Frederick.
We'll warn them next time.
They have claws. They'll be fine.
Athletics is the one skill I'm reasonably comfortable rolling for. That's got 22.
And Ember,
Nice.
the one person who could fall and take everyone with her because she's, well, basically a giant.
She's not that big.
She's big.
No, but she is technically of the
That is Cactus.
subgenus giant, right?
Giant
There's a
kin.
descendants there. Yeah.
Furbolgs are related to giants, but they also basically have disowned the giant heritage.
No, but
16.
that doesn't change their biology. Just because a cat's a house cat doesn't mean it's not still a predator.
Well, I don't know. I've got a house cat or two that they're not predators.
Tell that to your
At this
Okay.
point.
little cats.
They're still obligate carnivores, though. They can't change their biology just because they're living the plush life.
Fair enough.
All right. You come around the corner, still at a very awkward upward angle, and you hear the sounds of two male members of this flabby elf club grunting. And the grunting sounds like they're in a contest. Regali, are you still with the I can understand what other people are saying?
It was supposed to be. How long was it supposed to be?
You would not be because it's an hour long, and we ended up taking a
Yeah, I
short
think
short rest before we even got here.
Okay.
Well, I thought I cast it. I had cast it again when we were looking at the doors, didn't I?
I don't think you did. And I just finished
Okay.
editing that session, and I don't have a recollection of you casting it again.
All right, then we will say I am not.
Okay.
Did we take a short rest after the last fight? Or was that?
No, we took a short rest after we cleared out Ball's area by the elevator before we came in here.
Okay, couldn't remember.
Okay.
I will
Ember.
trust the editor.
Ember has used 3 hit die, and she is currently at 25 hit points. Regali used 1 hit die, and she is currently at 21.
Yep.
Orion used 1, and he's currently at 34. And Frederick used 1, and he's currently at 21 hit points.
I believe I'm at 20. Oh, no, 24 actual hit points and 10 temporary. You're right.
Does anyone disagree with my numbers?
Negative.
Speak now, or hold your peace for the next 3 minutes. As Ild is how many feet in front of you, Frederick?
I try to keep fairly close to him.
5 or 10?
10.
Okay. Back everybody up. Okay. As Ild comes around the corner, Ember has some kind of empathic connection with Ild. Is that right?
Some kind of.
Okay.
She doesn't actually see through his senses, but...
Okay, so you sense danger from Ild as Frederick hears the grunting from 10 feet behind. And that's when they both stop grunting and start, you hear like this chipping noise, metal on rock. Tink,
Oh,
tink,
dear
tink,
Lord.
tink. And now we have an Indiana Jones situation. And at this point, it's not really combat, but I need to know who reacts the fastest, so roll for initiative, please. Mwah.
15.
18.
Ooh.
3.
14.
Regali is not pulling her weight today.
You hear the crash of stone on stone, and then you hear the unmistakable, very heavy crushing noise as this thing gains speed and comes right at you. It is, in fact, a very round boulder.
Can I say something, or do I have to wait for my initiative?
Well, you have a reaction you can use anytime during your turn. So if you want to use it right now, that'd be perfectly fine.
Hold it together.
I didn't even hear what that was.
Huddle together.
Huddle together. Okay. Orion,
Yes.
you're still attached by rope to everyone else, and you hear behind you Ember say, huddle together, as this stone thing starts to descend upon you with ever greater speed.
Oh, Nelly. I'm going to yank the rope on Regali and Frederick, because I don't think huddling is going to do it, and say, everyone slide back down the tunnel. And I'm going to start, because you said it's super slippery, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to just yank that rope and start sliding.
All right. So let's do balance or dexterity checks for Regali and Frederick as you are being tugged on the slippery floor. Well,
12. So this time I do keep my footing.
Frederick.
22.
All right.
We're going nowhere.
So Regali would feel Orion's tug first. What would you like to do about that? That you can accomplish in a reaction or a bonus action.
How big did you say this tunnel is?
It's about 5 feet wide and about 7 feet, but it kind of dips down every once in a while.
Then I'm going to say, no, Ember, pass your ladder. As my reaction.
That's your reaction. Ember, it's your initiative.
I guess I will pass the ladder, but I will also have Ild move like to the center of the group and be ready to do my one trick. Focusing on a
Smart.
point in front of us.
Okay.
So I'm readying an action to teleport to a place in front of us as soon as the boulder passes that point.
Okay. Frederick.
All right. Well, I don't have anything that can stop a boulder, so I'll kind of look back and see what other ideas are culminating behind me.
You turn around to see Regali being handed a magic ladder, or the magic ladder that you're familiar with. And if you are going to postpone your action, then Regali, what would you like to do with the magic ladder?
I'd like to pass it to the ladder to Frederick and tell him to expand it in the tunnel because it is bigger.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. Frederick?
I'll try it. I'll try setting it up and hitting the button to expand it. And kind of hold it in place so it kind of...
Oh,
Like that with
boy.
that ladder.
So you're going to expand it how in this...
I was thinking just hold on to the rungs and horizontally so it would expand out that way. So it would be easier for me to hold on to it as it expands and keep it in like a center.
If he's trying to like wedge it in the tunnel as a wall.
And as it's happening, kind of see if it looks like that could actually like jam in there good enough to be somewhat secure.
Sort of like in Star Wars when the compactor's coming on them and they put the beam in the middle of it so that, to try and brace against it.
Yeah.
But in this case, the ladder's longer than the tunnel slightly. So I'm hoping that it'll embed itself in the rock walls and make it difficult for the boulder to pass and hit us.
Question is, which will break first, the ladder, the rock walls, or the entire tunnel?
Well, my hope is that even if the ladder breaks, it will absorb a lot of the crushing force of the boulder and slow its entropy.
They just give us a little bit of time.
Especially if you're going to teleport us past it. That should be enough.
Let's see how it goes. It may not, I don't know. have we ever tried it? We have never tried expanding it in a place that it doesn't fit. So it might like touch the walls and just
Yeah.
shrink right back down. You're like,
I don't know.
It's like, I have no idea what will happen with this.
I know. Oof.
That's what makes it fun.
Right, Ember is fully ready for plan build.
Dinner time.
Dinner time.
All right. Your ladder comes in 4 configurations. You can have a straight ladder. You can have it in a V. And you can have it in any configuration like that would tip this way or this way so that you could get up on it. Or you could actually have it be a tabletop. How would you like to configure your ladder?
I guess the V.
You
And
want
then
it
could
in
raise
the
at the
V,
bottom
so
and
the
at
so
and
doing what? Show me
Well-
show me in the tunnel where your V is.
All right. So if it's just a tunnel like this,
Okay.
and it's just like basically just a perfect oval, essentially,
Yeah, ostensibly, let's use that.
more or less.
Yeah.
All right. Have it to where the top of the ladder is pinned up here,
Yeah.
pinned down here,
Yeah.
and pinned down here.
All right.
And so that way it's not just one beam across, but it has multiple points of contact, hopefully being as sturdy as possible.
The boulders roll straight under it.
Well, I'm assuming that the boulder is big enough that we couldn't just like scooch out of the way of it.
We spread our legs and it just goes underneath all of us.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's just about the size of
For
this.
Ember. Not for...
Man, that would be terrible. It just like rolls right through it, like, oh, I didn't see that coming, and just get mowed down by it.
All right. So it's the hardness of the boulder and the hardness of the magic item.
Magic items are strong, right? They can handle this. Sure.
I missed that ladder.
I'm really sorry if I broke your ladder, Ember.
Frederick just stand up there like, okay, I've got a ladder. All right, let's do this then.
And it traveled 10, 20, 35 to get here.
Well, and if I'm remembering correctly, was it a stone ladder too?
I don't believe so. I believe it was made out of very strong grass, so bamboo.
I think Regali's correct.
I thought it was a stone ladder.
Stone?
I distinctly
Yeah.
remember adamantium.
No,
Nice try,
no.
Ember.
I think
No,
it was
but I remember you
diamond,
saying
pure
that like
diamond.
we wouldn't carry it around while it was extended. It had to be shrunk to be carried about.
Okay.
I don't
Play the
think we
tape.
ever actually asked what the ladder was made of.
Frederick,
When it was sewn.
do you have any ranks in sleight of hand?
I'm not like proficient, but I've got +3 to it. Just for my natural
Well.
dexterity.
All right, go ahead.
See, that's how I would have done it. Put the angle that way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, like
Against the
towards the
boulder.
rock?
I
Yeah.
was just thinking of how many points of
Oh.
contact it could have. But yeah, that's not bad. Oh man. 16 altogether.
Okay. What would you like to do now that the boulder is upon you?
Slide backwards.
As
That
the
shows
rocks...
his confidence does that he chooses it already covered in blood.
So 16 was your sleight of hand to set this thing up. The boulder, however...
What's did it get on its sleight of hand?
What's its dexterity?
So that would be 7 plus... And your magic item is dashed to pieces, and the boulder barely checks up as it smashes through. And it's on its way to Frederick's face.
Planeld,
Where are you going to go?
I hope we're huddled close enough.
Slide back to the group toward Eld.
And where are you
Where are
going?
you where are you transporting us?
In front of the boulder.
Or rather, the other side of the
Here.
That was my prepared action, is to focus on a point, and then as soon as the boulder passes that, have us teleport there.
All right. So the boulder continues.
That's just how it rolls.
What
Second
would you
boulder.
hear in the distance? Oh, probably this thing rolling off the edge and then into the slag of...
Splatting on one of those other things that would try to kill us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You'd probably hear a howl. Ah!
Hey guys, would you say that boulder had an advantage on that roll?
It did roll.
It was rolling.
damage against
It was
this,
rolling with advantage.
Yeah.
Well,
So did the ladder lose all of its magic, or do we now have a bunch of cool extendable poles?
unfortunately, the ladder is broken, busted, so...
No.
Can you even salvage one extendable pole from it?
Nope.
Aw, sadness. Power poles are the best.
Ember, I am sorry.
Sorry, Amber.
It's okay.
I know you cared for that ladder deeply. Wait, no,
Meanwhile,
you have a thing about physical possessions. We're good.
as
Yeah.
you guys regain your footing, shall we keep the same initiative?
Sure.
Yes, let's.
Orion,
Yes.
you see these guys angrily screaming and about to flail Frederick.
Okay. Are we still in a steep section, or has
Yes.
this tunnel?
Oh no, you're very, very steep. It's very, very treacherous footing-wise.
We'd actually be huddled 5 feet apart because it's a teleport.
Okay.
Which might be awkward for the fighting.
All right. If we're keeping the same initiative, I guess I'm going first. Can you move the screen a little bit to the west?
Like that?
A little bit more. No, opposite direction.
That's east.
That way?
Thank you.
Really?
Wait. No, other way. Move it to the left. There we
My-
go. Perfect.
My left or your left?
Your movements are very leggy, so
I will extend my hand and fire off my magic missiles from my ring.
Pew,
I'm
pew.
going to send 3 of the darts towards the first target and the other 2 towards the second target.
Okay.
So the first target is going to take 9 points of force damage. And the second target is going to take 5. And sorry, go ahead.
Hold on, let me look that ring back up. I think that might be a bonus action. Let me check real quick. is it here? No, 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 no.
Never mentioned anything about that, so I just always kind of assumed it was a regular action.
Yes, I agree with you. However, the ring has a special property, and it is, nope, you're right, one action.
Okay.
Okay.
So I still have a little move. I still got some movement left, and I will attempt to put myself in between Frederick and Regali. Frederick's on his own with his shield.
Okay, roll your treacherous terrain.
Ooh, nice to see with my 28 on athletics.
I'm going to say, Regali, you were barely aware that Orion snuck around you with that roll.
I'm preoccupied with the kitties. They are not fond of teleporting.
Ember.
Not even the chaos one?
The chaos one's probably cool with it. It's actually probably hanging out by you.
Okay. I could do spells, but I'm getting low on them and don't want any more deaths, so me and Eld are both gonna fire firebolt things at the first one.
Okay.
Alright, well I certainly miss, but Ild got like a 25 to hit
Damage.
for 7 fire damage.
So the first guy, you ducks one, but as he ducks, Ilds hits him right square in the mouth, and he kind of falls into the wall and then drops like a sack of potatoes. He is no longer moving at Frederick's feet.
Roasted potatoes.
The second guy seems undaunted. Frederick.
All right. I'm going to try to, I guess, climb on top of this dead body in front of me. And if that's successful, I will attack the second baddie. Hopefully everything will be all right.
They bleed green.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
I tried to make a nice puke green. All right, so what are you doing?
I'm going to try to climb on top of this body and attack this other guy.
Okay, not only is it slippery, but you're going to make it harder on yourself by climbing over a dead body.
Well, it's in the way.
All right.
Can you really go around it? Like, really?
I thought you had Eldritch Blast.
I do, but my sword has higher potential damage.
All right, since
Just
you're
stab.
You
moving,
should have left to the grounds the green there and just colored over it for Christmas.
since you're moving, go ahead and roll your do I fall down roll.
Natural 1.
Are you kidding me? All right. Roll a d6 and call odd or even, and then tell me if
I have
you
a holiday
call it
special.
correct.
Even. 2.
2? All right. Roll your damage against the Grimlock.
All right.
Ooh, Grimlock.
7 damage.
Navel to nape, or I guess because you're falling down, nape to navel. You split this guy open, and a rush of guts come out.
Ooh.
This
Oh
horrible,
no.
there's this horrible wet noise as you fall face first in the gore, and then some more tumbles out on top of you.
Bleh.
Oh.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
And he is dead.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
see? They softened them up just a little bit for you.
And you've got gore all over you.
Oh, good.
Sorry, Regali.
It's okay. When you're all initiatives like this, I mean, what can you do?
Ugh, some got in my mouth.
Oh, I don't even think that Ember can make something tasty out of this.
Yeah. Ick. All right, let's huddle together again. I don't think me or Gali wants to crawl through this.
Yeah.
Are you going to...
Prestidigitation on Frederick. Just the parts of him by me.
Okay.
I'll do prestidigitation in my mouth to create a harmless illusory effect, such as I think it allows you to like flavor things a little bit,
It does.
just to make it not taste so bad.
It's like breath spray.
I was a magic user. I did that all the time.
What you got going today? Oh, wild cherry.
Minty fresh.
Oh yeah.
This is the real reason that bards get all the barmaids.
All right. So that was gross. So we'll be out of initiative because you don't hear any more noises except for the faint sound of someone singing. And it's like far away. But it's
That's
echoey in here, so.
That's not ominous at all.